live. Good morning. Live, live and well. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Natasha Makes. I'm Natasha. We are making today. Yes, we are. What are we making today? We are making well, actually, this is it's almost this week's. I don't know where Jane's is.
No, actually. It's normally Jane's that we have up on Monday.
Yeah.
But no, all your stuff. All that.
My stuff's here. Yeah. I'm sure Jane will come. Oh, bless you. I'm sure that Jane will come running in with it. In a minute, we'll hear the pitter-patter of tiny Jane feet. But we have got, so today we are making the contrast top nesters because they nest. It's as simple as that. That's why they're called nesters. I'll take on with plants out. And they have a contrast top, yeah, which, works. And then this natty little thing, because I'm very aware that we have got the new Tilda this week. So we've got it on pre-launch for you, pre-buy. What's the word I want, Gemma?
Pre-order.
Pre-order, that's it. And we can send that out from the 1st. So if you get your orders in, it is we've done it in various different ways. We've done bundles, we've done half meters, and I've just sent across the girls. Jane and I have been having, because I got sent a little sneaky bit to have a look at. And Jane and I have just gone through our Tilda solids and found the best trio that we can find to go with. Because what we're very aware of is that you might want to make these planters out of the new Tilda, in which case you're going to want that contrast top. We have also got for you bundles out of Cafe, because again, could you imagine some of those florals with all your plants? Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
You can odor coat these, by the way, make them waterproof. Just saying. But you see, I've got plants. Now that the cats are allowed out, it's safe to have plants again. But the price of plant pots, it's really expensive.
It is. And some less than inspiring.
Well, exactly. So I thought I would have a little hit of colour in my home with my plant pots. I've ombre'd these out of the Gemma fabrics. We've only got a handful left, but I've put them into trios with you with a half metre of black so that you can, do this or make trios thus over there like we did last week. So that's your last chance to get the Gemma fabric and then it's gone.
Everyone wanted some Gemma in their home.
You're just saying that, but yeah, they did. Okay. Now, this is what we're making tomorrow. Do you know what, Gemma? 1 fat quarter folded.
It's adorable.
Isn't it sweet?
That's amazing.
Look at the little folded edges. Very, very cute.
I love it.
Very, very cute. So, but of course, if you went for the Gemma fat quarter bundles, you can also do this. It's best with a non-directional print. We will look at that. I think that's my sneaky collection there. So it's difficult to know where to start. Oh, and a heads up, because it's going to sell out, because they always have every time we've brought them to wear. I haven't tagged them in today's collection because I didn't tell Gemma I was doing them.
Oh, good.
And when I say I mean me and Jane. Okay. But I did put a little video on Facebook to show you what Jane was doing. We have got various leftover bits of Tilda. And again, it's just as we've unpacked from the warehouse move, we're like, where did this box of random bits come from? So what we've done is we have made you Tilda scrap bags. They've got the Tilda solids. They've got from past collections, my goodness, absolutely beautiful, big usable bits, long quarters, fat quarters, all sorts of stuff, and every size in between. We've done them previously just as 400-gram scrap bags. This time we've upped the ante. We've made them 500-gram scrap bags. By our calculations, 500 grams weighted in Tilda fabric is approximately 2.5 meters of Tilda fabric, and you're getting it for £24.99. And with the mix of plains and patterns in there, because like it or not, we can never match exactly the plains that come from Tilda. We just can't. But with her plains, her solids, as she likes to call them, are printed at the same factory, mill, whatever you want to call it, as the others. So they come in at the same colourway. We had all the colours in all the world. Can we just go over here?
Yeah.
Because I just want to show you why we chose the colours that we did. So this is country red. It'll be loaded in a minute. Night blue and dusty teal. And we had these in when we did that massive Tilda quilt. But you can just see how that is exactly that blue. We had several different reds, but this was the red. And then that is the teal that went with it. We were really lucky, but these are limited to the skiddly amount that I've got in that country red. That's it. So we've measured it. We know how many we can do. If we can do any more, we will, we would, we can't. That's it. So that's what we're making this week. And then Jane is going to show us on Wednesday a new way. Well, I say it's a new way. I mean, it's a very valid way to finish off binding your quilt. We're going to do some faux quilting, and then we are going to do a new way to bind. But if you haven't seen the new Tilda collections, this is the Jubilee range. It's a celebration of past collections, and they're absolutely beautiful. Tilda 25-year Jubilee. Absolutely stunning. So you can really see why we've picked the blue and the purple and the... there's no purple in there.
No.
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 Blue, red and teal. Or red, blue and teal, depending on which way round
Don't it
you
like
want.
the purple Sues?
I'm sorry, Purple Sues. There's no purple there. If you haven't seen the new Tilda fabrics, we will take a very close look when they all come in. This is just some of what is on its way. And we're very excited to be able to give you a little sneaky peek. But do get those fabrics in, because this is going to be, we've made all sorts with it. This is going to be a sellout for sure. For sure. Right. I'm going to say hello to everyone in a minute, Jim.
That'd be nice.
I know.
I'm going to take those bolts away first.
Do you know what I did, Gemma? Huh?
Take those bolts away because you've got no room, or you've got room around the back.
No, I will
You've
find
got all
room,
the
don't
beautiful
worry.
things everywhere.
I know. I'm just going to say hello to everybody first.
Yeah, let's let everyone say
We'll
hello
get there.
to you.
We'll get there. Ah, I'm sure it's a Monday morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is your Monday going all right, Jim?
Oh, you know.
Good.
Leave that there, Tash. I'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. It's all good.
Yeah.
Becky's here. Lo's here. Good morning,
Crikey.
Lo. Julia's here. Jimmy's here. Joy's here. Helen's here. She says, morning, wonderful ladies. And Josh. He gets mentioned now.
That's nice.
Yeah. Nice to watch from the start today. Being lazy today. And that is all okay. Oh, we've had a comment removed by a moderator.
We've had lots. That's what SJ and I have been busy doing. So anything you've said in the past few minutes, neither of us know what you're on about.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Have we
We
had
are.
someone spamming us?
Oh, lots. Like,
Oh,
we're just going to be a bit busy
amazing.
today, I think. So
Okay.
sorry about that.
All the fun. Morning, Anne. Morning, Di. Have I got a croaky throat? I am in complete denial at having my children's bug that had Emily off last week. So yes, I am telling myself I am absolutely fine, and it's going to be that positive mindset that means I will be.
Chicken soup.
And can't find us on YouTube. We'll be there.
We're there.
Jan says, look at the beautiful fabric. Oh, I know. Helena's here. Hello. Hillary's here. Sue's here. Oh, she's having a temper tantrum. She can't log into her email. Lo says it wasn't me. Are you sure, Lo? We generally blame you for most things. I would love these. Gemma has just given me a look which says don't even bring anything else near my plate this morning.
Wednesday's project, if you want to.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane.
That's okay. We'll allow that, Jane.
It's just little
Lovely Jane.
things. It's just little things. I've got a few little things going on. We had a lovely members Zoom call on Friday night, which was all the fun. Josh is still giggling at Barbara. It's all good. Huh?
Was Barbara
Hilarious.
on form?
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. Barbara or Brenda? Oh my goodness, I can't get names right today.
You're terrible for
I don't
that,
even know
anyway.
my own name.
No.
Yeah.
We get called each other's names here, me and Jane, all sorts. It all goes on, it's fine. Don't
I-
take offence to anyone ever.
And then at home we've got Malcolm, Mortimer, and Mabel. You can imagine how that goes when I want to call one of the kids.
And Monty comes to help here at Makes and gets called the cat's name. So yeah, don't be offended if she gets your name wrong, anybody.
It just means that you're part of the clan,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So when the girls get their new rabbits,
Oh gosh.
they're not having M words.
They've broken
the
mold,
M word
haven't they?
tradition.
Which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Sparks and Flapjack are the rabbit names. I showed the members the ducks in progress.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh.
For those of you that don't know, my other half, bless him, he's definitely the right person for me.
Yeah.
When he makes a impulse purchase and duck eggs arrived and an incubator.
I might point out Tash has experience in such things. This is not a first
I've
foray.
had ducks since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. So yeah, we now have ducks in progress, which are very exciting and should, if any of them are viable, they should hatch in the next 2 weeks. Time for half term, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be exciting. I hadn't twigged. Right. Jane is making this. I just love the backing. Look at that.
It's stunning.
Have I got it around the right way?
I love this fabric.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I bought you lot. Here we go. Let's go overhead. This rather luscious fabric. And for those of you that are going, I can't hexagon quilt, da 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 da, I don't know how to quilt. All the excuses that we hear on the regular, Gemma. How often do we hear it?
Regular.
Regular. Or if you've just got a panel that you're quilting or something like that, Jane is going to show you, this is all pre-quilted, well, it's all pre-done for you. This is the pattern, this is the fabric, but you wouldn't know because Jane's done a clever thing of faux quilting it gorgeously, and then what she's done is she's brought the backing fabric round to the front to bind it.
It's very clever.
So it's bound with the backing fabric. So if you fancy getting yourself, look at that. That's a nice little blanket, isn't it?
It's stunning. I
Beautiful
love it.
little quilt. That is what we're going to be making on Wednesday. And anyone can do it.
I used to love these when I first started quilting. They were my go-to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheetah panels, so they call them in the US. We don't get many over here. It's quite
don't get many.
difficult to find. I had a right old job before, I started piecing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say before you started
those.
working with me.
No, trying to find those before I started piecing was no fun at all.
No, but we have got one. A
Yeah.
really, really pretty one.
Really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to move those across and pop those somewhere over there. So do take a look. The new Tilda is on the website. I'm going to show you a few other things because if you're wondering about these Tilda scrap bags, we've sold out every time we've brought these to wear. But I said to Jane, pick two randomly. Pick two and show me. So this is what she's brought. So yeah, there's the odd bit of scrap in there. Jem, can we go
Yeah,
overhead,
of course
please?
we can.
That's a ½ metre of the tea towel basics. Just shoved that one in there.
Crikey bobs.
I know. Same with the red. Crikey, these are not scrap, Jane. She has just gone through the box and gone,
I haven't got time to faff.
no, I know.
That's what she's done.
She has.
No time to faff.
Well, that was off a show. I can't remember what that was. That was a cushion or something. But that was an entire range. That's very usable. I've practically made that for you. So you're going to get, that's a fat quarter.
And each one will differ, won't it, Tash?
Long quarter, everyone's different. Yeah, absolutely. That one was from the Farmyard collection. That was my favourite. I think I was actually saving that for Emily, but never mind. She won't know. So yeah, all of these. Oh my goodness. There is some mighty, mighty usable bits of fabric. And the thing is, right, if you are getting the new Tilda that's coming in. Actually, that is going to look rather lush with things like that, isn't it? The tea towel basics are beautiful, and she does lots of animals and toys and things out of the tea towel, but they're not readily available everywhere, if I'm honest. Right, so that's one of the scrap bags, and like I say, it's equating to, well, you've already seen, there's already a metre just there. So I think we're being very conservative when we say 2.5 metres fabric. Let's have a look what's in this one. So yeah, they are all going to vary, and because they vary, these are not refundable ones. Oh, the chambray. The chambray was super expensive, actually. You've got 2 big chunks in here, a chambray. The chambray cost more, Gemma. Do you remember that real oddity with it? That the chambrays cost more than the printed patterns.
Yeah.
We couldn't get our heads around that. We were like, well, how is that a thing?
We put it down to the manufacturing process in the end, didn't we?
Yeah.
They are beautiful.
They're stunning.
They are beautiful. I said, didn't I, the other day, if I won the lottery, one of the first things I'd do is have a full bolt of all the chambrays.
Yeah.
All displayed in my beautiful craft room. Yeah.
Well, this one's got another whopping great... There's another 1/2 metre piece in that one as well.
Crikey bobs.
How big is this one?
You can't get that either anymore, I don't think.
That's a big old fat quarter.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that one.
There you go. So, yeah. Welcome. You're welcome. Rather gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Fill your boots. You've got all sorts of various bits and bobs. Gosh, I can't even remember when we last had that. All kinds in here. So there's the odd little bit of scrap, but it's mainly big old chunks in there for you today. There you go. Now, what Jane just handed me was, these are Tilda bolt ends. So if you want, these are the last of the bolt ends. A 28-inch piece of the Tilda solid in grape, or the soft teal, or the cappuccino. We're going to give these to Gemma to load this morning. But then that's those colours gone. Gone. And do you know what else I found, Gemma? Oh,
What's that?
I think this is just going to be a running theme on the show, is things I found.
Oh, I do know this because I popped them on the website, and you're going to have to move fast for those as well.
So these are the scentless flatter. I've only got 3 of these, but they were in a box. They're the 90mm ones. These should be £10, £9.99, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Have we put them on
I'll have a look.
a little deal?
I'll have a look.
They're great. Absolutely love the flatter. What else? After our members' call the other night, one of the bits of feedback that I took away from our lovely chat was that I did not load enough of the 5-yard deals with the 10 of the continuous zip pulls with the 10 zip pulls in there. The continuous zip with the 10 zip pulls. So, ladies and gents, here they are again. Is that the same one? No. And I've loaded some more. I'm not going to open up all of the packets, but you have got a white tape with an antique brass and 10 antique brass pulls. Again, 5 yards, that's 4.57 metres. There you go. White and silver with your silver pulls. Then we have got black and rose gold. Again, lovely rose gold pulls. 10 of those in there. These were a super, super special price. And then your white and rose gold with your rose gold pulls in there. Or your black and silver with your silver pulls. These are all on the website. And then you've got the gunmetal on black. And your gold. Doesn't matter which way round. Your gold and black. Or black and gold, which then got me singing. I have got a handful of 1 metres with 2 pulls. I've got it in black and gold. I've got it in black and rose gold. I've got it in black and antique, white and silver, and gunmetal on black. That's it.
Excellent.
So they have been restocked and reloaded. So for those of you that said that I didn't get enough, I have now. There we are. I listens, Gemma. I listens.
It's good, isn't it?
Pop them up there. Well, you know, there's no point in asking people for their opinions and then doing absolutely nothing about it. That's for you to load, Gemma, as and when you get a chance. And then,
sorry, everybody.
Gemma, bless you.
The Kate says, are the scrap bags, the Natasha Makes scrap bags on your site? It just says random fabrics. No.
No, they're a special Tilda one. They do come at a higher price point because obviously it's completely designer fabrics and they're much bigger chunks as well. You've just seen like they've got half-metre pieces, long quarters, fat quarters. They've got all sorts in there. A few little bits and bobs, but they're big chunks. And because the Tilda plains are, the Tilda solids, sorry, she calls them solids, they come up at a much larger price point as well. I tagged them in a Facebook post.
All right. I'm pulling them into the collection and making them.
And Gemma's popping them in now.
So
but when they're gone, they are gone.
If you reload the Make It Monday page, and I do recommend everyone does that during a show anyway, just keep refreshing the Make It Monday page or the Watch Live page, because as we go through a show, things get tagged, things get moved around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always worth doing that. It's just going to take a little while for it to jump into the collection for me so I can pull it up to the top.
There you go. There you go. Right, so today we're doing trios. Let me take my plants out my plant pots.
Actual plants, Tash.
Yeah.
Look how domesticated she is. Actual real plants.
With actual mud.
Soil on the floor.
Oh, this one had a bit of a soggy base. Oh no. I meant to put the little, you know, you get the little plastic thingies on them. Yeah, I meant to do that. But the kids had over-watered it.
But the alternative is you could eau-de-coat your black fabric before you cut and sew with it. And you would do it before you cut and sew with it, wouldn't you?
Of course you would.
Trying to eau-de-coat something once it's been sewn.
You don't also have to put your plants in it. Can I just say, that's the other thing.
They're lovely, aren't they?
I think it was that Gemma fabric. I loved the trios. I loved ombreing them. You can pop them if you're gifting, then they make a lovely gift.
Like Russian dolls.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. And you can do the same colour for your contrast top, different colours. It's entirely up to you. If you want to, you can top stitch around there, and then you can top stitch them down if you are very much of the opinion that they are going to stay like that.
Yeah.
And never be moved, then that's fine. That's what we're looking at today. Should I put them in front of my plants so you can actually see them? These came out my bathroom, you see.
They're beautiful.
Well, we've had a little bit of a damp problem.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, well, all over the place really. So any plants that I have in my life, there you go. Bye-bye. Any plants that I have in my home, I have to help with the damp. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, yep, ridiculous.
But, you know.
Also, thriving.
We'll take your damp and turn it into something fabulous.
Yay! Absolutely.
Very good.
Right, let's have a look then at what we have got on the show today. So, trios. So the premise was 3 long quarters, and then you can make the biggest out of all of them. 3 long quarters and then a ½ metre of plain. Now, Jane and I put those together, which is the cave. And then we're like, we want a third that goes with it. And actually, the last of the Alison glass looks blinking gorgeous with it.
It does.
And then that's your plain as your contrast top.
The Alison glass is a bit of a triumph.
Bit of a winner, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Absolute winner.
We had that as a ½ metre heaven last week as well.
No.
You know.
We had a little bit left over on the belt, which we hadn't ½ metre heaven for some reason. Don't know why we didn't ½ metre heaven at all. But there we go. I'm quite glad that we didn't. Now, Again, this is from the vintage range with Cave. We've put that with mint. How beautiful is that? So maybe you're going to fill these with eggs for Easter. Oh, that's not a bad idea, is it?
Not a bad idea at all.
It's really not a bad idea. And if you are filling with eggs for Easter, indeedy, fill your boots. It's a beautiful thing. Now, previously, these Gemma fabrics had only been available in big bundles.
Yeah.
What we've done for you today with the last few that we have is we have broken them down into trios with a 1/2 metre. So these are long quarter trios with a 1/2 metre of black, so that you can make exactly what I've done. So here they are. So there's going to be a colourway for everyone, I think. Whether it's just that you want the greys. Because I started making the pouches, didn't I, last week out of the greys. And that was kind of when this idea sort of formed. I was like, actually, do you remember we did the pouches last week? That was the pouch out of the grey. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to ombre 3 of them? And that was where these ideas sort of came from. And then this one, with all your earthy tones, can you imagine those as planters? It's going to be gorgeous.
Stunning.
So they are all on the website, whether you want your greens and your yellows, whether you want your yellows through your greens through to blues, whether you want your purples through to reds, whether you want your reds and oranges and browns as real earthy tones, or whether you want your greys and your through to your black there, or whether you want some cave to do your planters in your cave and have something. I mean, this as Easter ones will be phenomenal. Fill them with your Easter eggs and away you go. I think I really love the ideas for these for planters.
Yes.
Because it looks, because it's mosaic, and I feel like that should be in the garden. So I was very sort of torn. But the make itself is very, very simple. I just had lots of different things to show you this morning. It's quite exciting this morning. There's lots going on. Lots and lots going on. There is lots and lots going on. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Right. Do you want to do the big size, middle size, little size?
Oh gosh. You always give us these difficult decisions on a morning.
Sorry.
I'm going to give everyone a minute just to, get the chance to say.
I'm just tidying.
Middle.
I'm just tidying.
I'm not stopping you tidying. That's a great thing.
It's a great thing.
It's a great thing.
It's a great thing. Great thing.
Where are we at?
What are we going to do?
What's everyone saying? Big.
Big.
Unsurprising, Tash. They are your people.
They are indeed my people, and they want to go big. Okay. Okay, okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because we've seen these fabrics. I might do it in one of the new Tildas.
Ooh.
Also available on the website. Let me see. What have I not used yet? Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And oh, hang on. No.
Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no,
No,
Bert. Let's have a look. I'm just thinking about what colour I can do for the contrast top, and I would have had to use either the red or the blue, which I'm lower on stock, but this one I can use the teal on. So we will go with that. So we want to go big, do we? Of course we do, you lot.
They are your people. So
They are my people. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. So, let's have a look then at how we're going to do this. Now, any of the fat quarters that we've got you, now see everybody prints their fabric slightly differently. I'll do it this way and show you. Whoop. If you've got a long quarter, then obviously you've got this length. And hang on, I'm just trying to think if this fabric's actually suitable, Gemma.
Okay.
Let's do it in. I'm just looking at the direction. The fabrics we've chosen are sort of non-directional, so will work.
If in doubt, Tash,
Yeah.
there are other beautiful fabrics. Be sensible. Be wise.
I know, but it's just they're all
I
a bit
know.
gorgeous. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to do it with... Oh, decisions. Right. Let's go with this one. I love this one. I don't think I've used it in anything else. Or have I? Have I used that? I have. I've chopped into it. I'm going to have to get one I haven't chopped into at all. Gemma and I have chopped into most of these. Which ones have I not chopped into?
You've had so much fun with these.
I've had loads of fun. Oh, look, this looks like a full. No, chopped into that as well. Oh, I probably have had a good old go with these, haven't I?
What's left over is going to make the most amazing
Yay, got
scrappy
one.
make, isn't it?
Huh?
What's left over is going to make the most amazing scrappy make.
Oh, I know. Just incredible. And actually, in this colour, this will go in Josh's office because it's orange and that's his favourite colour.
Nice.
There you go. Decision made.
Nice.
Yeah. There we are. And it gives him the opportunity to have a little plant in his room. There we are. Oh yeah, there's very much his colours. Let's give that a quick... Oh no, not with that one. That one's for sale. Gemma, I'm nearly out. Look, I'm just down to my dregs. I love it though. When you come in the studio, it always smells of flatter. Unless we've had something like a lavender or something on. Right, okay then. So you have got a template that comes with yours. Please use your template plastic because you've got A, B and C. They are the 3 different sizes. Okay, luckily because we've got big, of course we have you lot. Let me just borrow a... You know when you're really organised for something and then you realise you're actually not?
Yes.
Yeah, that. I was so ready for Monday and then suddenly I'm not. It's fine.
That just sounds like life.
I know. I was so ready. I was there and then not. You are going to have gorgeous bits of this left over, by the way. So, I'm glad that we are doing the biggest one because it fits on with a gnat's whisker to spare of your long quarter. Didn't quite trim that. Okay. And when I was designing it, I was like, oh, can I fit? Yes, yes can. I'm fitting it on, everybody. Fitting it on. And it's just because of the selvage. That's all. But worst case is if you get a tip of the selvage on there, make sure it's either at the, I'd put it at the bottom when you're cutting. So that it is literally just a tip and then it's hidden in your seam allowance. You won't see it anyway. Because we are not about wasting anything here, Gemma.
No, not at all.
We are not. So let's interface to start off with. Have we got lots of spammers all over the place, Gemma? Tell me.
It's not all the
what's
fun
going
this
on?
morning.
Is it not?
But no one give them airtime, please, if you see them come up.
I always take that as a little bit of a compliment, really.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Keeps us a little bit busy, that's all.
Are they saying rude things? Are they ruder than those?
No, it's not rudeness, just persistence.
Oh,
Yes, that there, well-known persistence.
Kiddo.
Yeah.
It's a whole new world,
Oh,
isn't it,
that's
where people that you just don't know can drop in and
Yeah,
do whatever they like all over the place.
they are not our favourites this morning.
But to be fair, Gemma, they generally do it when you're off or SJ's off,
Yeah,
and then we have to try and sort it out for ourselves,
yeah.
and that makes us all want to cry.
Yeah, not today.
But not today.
We're here.
We're all here.
Try again.
Yeah.
When we're not here.
Come back another day, you lot.
Sue Langford says, do you think you could find a flatter that would work on my stomach?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
If that were the case, Sue, we certainly wouldn't be getting rid of the last 3 bottles.
Yeah.
Myself, Jane and Natasha would be bagsying all 3.
Dibs. Call dibs on it. Dibs. I'm just going to... So the length of interfacing that I've got isn't quite long enough for the biggest one. So what I did when I cut my interfacing, because I cut my interfacing to make 3 more, right? So that was the big one, medium and little, is I take a snippet off the end of the little one to then interface there. So I don't have to cut a whole new bit. We're frugaling, Gemma, everywhere. And that's all good. Let's just pop that on there.
Gosh, we've got a new fan.
Hi, new
a
fan.
very young new fan.
Oh.
Lisa says, good morning both. I spent the weekend
morning.
using some of your lovely zips and, the glitter fabric
Amazing.
from the advent calendar to teach my 9-year-old granddaughter how to sew.
Oh.
Made a couple of pouches, did everything herself, including the cutting and putting the zip in. You
Good.
officially have a new follower who loves Natasha Makes.
Oh, well, this is perfect. Get them in there young.
Definitely.
That's what I say.
Before the self-doubt and fear creeps in.
I know,
That's
right?
the biggest obstacle, isn't it?
Well, ourselves.
Yeah, you just
in
got to give it a
everything.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue Langford said, I've even called my daughters by the dog's name once. That's a
On the
frequent
regular.
thing in our house, yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't been called by at least 6 animal names by the time that you've
Yeah.
got up, are you even having a day?
Not quite.
Mabel just rummages on her
Just
bed.
rolling over on her beanbag.
Oh, man. So, we are going to cut these down into... Get me creative grid round the right way.
Yeah, we have got a list of people who would quite like the flatter that works on your tummy. You and us both, ladies.
Could do, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Really would do. I'm just going to trim this end, right? Because I'm going to cut this into 4,
Nice.
right? So now that I've done that, I can just trim down that end. Make sure that is super straight. There we go. And look, this is the length. So with all of the others, I say cut to a certain length, but with this one, if you want to be incredibly accurate, then you can just come in right from the very start and you can cut that off with your template. And trim it back to the length that you need. And look, what I'm going to say is that for the largest size, depending on each manufacturer is slightly different with their selvage, but you can see just the very, very tip. Now that is going to be in your seam allowance. You're not going to see it, but just make sure that it is, or, you know, use a 1/2 metre of fabric and then you don't have to worry. But that kind of seems a shame when we can actually get away with it hidden, and then it's going to be on the bottom anyway.
It's going to be in your seam allowance. And panic ye not is what Natasha's saying.
Yeah.
Panic ye not.
I do not like any form of le panic.
No, not at all.
No.
Natasha, we have lovely YouTube viewers. We've not even acknowledged them today.
Oh, sorry,
But we must.
YouTubers. Soz. How
Heidi's-
are you?
Well,
Good
Heidi's
morning.
greeting us from a very wet Skipton, North Yorkshire. I have family from Skipton. Did you know? That's where my granddad was from.
Oh, nice.
Farmer Ali says, "Tilda, be still my beating heart."
I know. It is a little bit gorgeous. The brand new Tilda is beautiful. If you haven't got it already, please do pre-order that, and then we can just send it out to you ASAP.
Yep. We have greetings from Ohio. Thank you,
Ohio,
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Diane Ilsley says, "I'm out for coffee today with a friend who looked after me whilst I was in hospital. So I'll be watching later. Love Derbyshire Die." Well, we'll see you later, Derbyshire Die.
Yeah, no. There you go. That's how much.
Ooh,
You're not going to see it.
that's all right, isn't it?
It's all right. Yeah. And I'm going to, whilst Gemma is talking, I am
That's all right.
going to trim down here.
It's the same again.
So exactly the same again. Yeah.
Excellent.
If you want to just like cut your fabrics into quarters first, then you can, and then trim them. Then you can.
Oh, Anne says it's sunny-ish in Cyprus.
Sunny-ish. Okay.
Yep.
We'll go with an
Are the
ish.
trios on sale yet? Yes, they are, and I've pulled them to the top of the collection as well in case you were struggling to find them. They were down with the Tildas.
Which trios?
Oh, actually, good point. No, I think she means the Tilda trios because the others are a trio plus a half metre. But yeah, everything's there. It's all
Let's
there.
trim that up.
All on the website. So if you go to natashamakes.com, either the Watch Live page or the Make It Monday page as well.
It's just important. This is my lining, by the way. I'm already doing my lining. It's just important that when you that you select view all, because
Yes.
otherwise it looks like we only sell like 3 sewing machines,
Agreed.
and you won't see all of the fabrics that we
No.
actually are selling today.
Diane thinks I sound a bit throaty. Am I okay? I'm all right. My immune system's having a bit of a strop, but that's a fairly regular thing, Diane, so please don't worry. It's just a strange and wonderful little Gemma.
Gemma is one of those people that you ask how she is, and then you go, oh no,
I'm good. I'm fine.
oh no, I forgot. I just shouldn't. I shouldn't
No,
ask.
because
Because there'll always be an ailment because of the fact you've got fibro.
yeah.
So there's always going to be something.
The answer is always I'm fine. Because the other answers are too long and dull, and I know. Just know. But this morning, yeah, my immune system's having a little strop, hence the snuffly sound. I have not allergified. We are good.
Right.
As opposed to Natasha, who's just in denial. And there was admiration for your wafty as well that you've got on today.
Thanks
We do
for
like
me
a wafty item of
wafty.
clothing.
We do. It's one of life's joys and pleasures. And do you know what else is a joy and a pleasure? Is having beautiful threads. Now.
Oh, Tash, can I
Go
get
on.
you to just address something?
Oh.
I'm going to pop the camera on. There we go. We've had a couple of people asking if we've heard any more about the O'Deal.
Right. Okay. Yes. Half of it has arrived. The 2 boxes were sent together. Half of it has arrived. The thing that hasn't arrived yet are the cushion panels. So if you've got an order that doesn't contain the cushion panels, we're getting that out to you today.
Yeah.
If you have an order that contains the cushion panels, I can only assume they're held at customs.
Yeah.
Julia at O'Deal is back today at work. She was off. She's the only English speaker there.
It's so much fun when something like happens.
I know. Normally it's really smooth and seamless with them, which is why they're the only people that we would... Firstly, I didn't realise they were going to have such a long Christmas break. And then...
They love a long Christmas break.
They do love a long Christmas break. And then Julia went off sick.
Yes.
So that has been the hold up there. But for those of you that looked at the video with the Tilda scraps that we put up on Facebook today, what you will have seen is the gorgeous velvets that have arrived in the background. The Christmas tree panels are divine. They are here.
Yes.
We've all been stroking those.
Yes.
We just stroked Jane's, to be fair.
Yeah.
We didn't stroke everybody else's. The one that she ordered for herself, because that was the only one that I unfolded. And then I didn't want to have to refold it. So I was like, Jane, would you like this one to be yours? Because I've unfolded it. And she said, oh, yes. So that's okay. So, yeah, in terms of O'Deal, we're just waiting for the others to arrive. They tried to send them to our old warehouse. That's been the other bit of fun.
Yes.
And I did go back down to the old warehouse just to double check. They sort of ignored the fact that we had a new address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a few surprised. Despite the fact they send our invoices to the new one. You keep trying to send our stock to the old address.
Do you know what? That's what
What
I couldn't
is that
work
about?
out. Because
I
I
know.
sent you a photo of
Yes.
another delivery, didn't I? And I went, they've
Yep.
posted the invoice here.
So they're invoicing us at the correct address, but then they're sending the stuff to the wrong address. It's not our favourite thing.
It's
More
all
than one
bonkers.
company's doing that. If you're watching,
Stop
can you
it.
get it right, please?
Stop it.
We'd like our stock. We're
Just
not paying
stop
for
it.
things if you're not sending
No.
it to the right place.
No.
Thanks.
No. Goodo. Feel that we've addressed.
Good. Yeah.
Addressed
Bit of
all right.
housekeeping, Tash.
Yeah,
Thank
bit
you.
of housekeeping.
Yeah.
Well, no, I understand because you know a lot of you spent a good chunk of money
Yeah.
on that beautiful stuff, and we haven't forgotten you.
Well, and you want it because it's very exciting. It's like, sitting looking at the door. Every time the letterbox goes, is this it? No.
No.
But the good news is we have the vast majority here. It's just
Yeah, it's only the
phenomenal
cushion panels.
Yeah. Which are stunning.
I know. I am going to sew down. I'm going to. What's the word I want, Gemma?
I don't know.
It's not a fussy cut. It's
Oh.
batch sew.
Oh, you're going to
What's the word I want? Honestly.
piece. What's the word? Oh my word, Jane. Jane. I
What's
know
the
it's
word
not
I
your
want?
day to do a show, but if you could just,
When
pop
you
your face
just
on, come
chain
in here,
piece.
do the
It's
show.
okay. It's
That'd be the
fine.
one.
Chain piece.
Because
I
neither of
found the
us-
word. I found it. I rummaged. I found it.
Yep, good. Because otherwise, Jane just needs to come and take over. Because neither you or I has the power of speech
Do you know
today.
what? I actually changed my needle at the weekend.
Show off. What was that about?
Well, I might have broken it, but I did change it.
Okay. Hey, that's a bit unusual. You only normally break one on air.
I know. I started trying to do a memory bear,
You have.
right? I've so fallen out of love with this memory bear.
You have.
I mean, awful. It's absolutely awful. And I just got to the stage where I'm like, my brain does not work like this. It doesn't. It works in many ways, but apparently not this one. So a lot of my prep was spent yesterday swearing and saying words you couldn't say in church, even though it was Sunday.
At a small bear.
At a small
who
bear.
didn't deserve it.
Oh no, it's pretty dreadful.
No, he didn't deserve to be sworn at, though.
No, we really did.
No.
I mean, like, really did. Right. So, we are going to press these seams open. Oh, it's a dreadful bear, Gemma. I'm embarrassed. Just awful. And it didn't matter how many times I changed my templates and this, that and the other. It just was not having it.
Karen says it's been so long for the ODO, she now can't remember what she ordered, and it'll be a super duper exciting surprise when it arrives. Well, that's the beauty of the whole thing, isn't it, really?
Well, you see,
You know.
normally we don't order during holiday time with them.
No.
So, that's been the thing. I'm pressing these open because this is going to be your base and you want it nice and flat.
Well, and normally things don't get held up at customs for as long, and then normally they're not addressed to the wrong address.
It's just been...
And then normally the two boxes don't get separated when they've been sent
You know
at the
how
same
occasionally
time.
something goes wrong here, Gemma, and
Yeah.
it'll be with the same customer. And it doesn't matter what you do, that chain of events for that customer just means that the whole thing's an absolute nightmare for everyone.
Correct.
And I think that we are, at this present time, that customer
For
Odile.
Yeah, I agree.
And there will always be that time in your life where you are that customer. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. I'm really excited to show you tomorrow's show.
Lisa
Really?
Chandler's with us.
Hi, Lisa.
She says,
Yes.
love the jacket, great make. Has someone asked Gemma to straighten the candles? Sorry, I've got bad OCD at the moment after tidying my sewing room. I'm just going to go on to a wide shot, Natasha, and point out why it would be fruitless to ask me to straighten the candles.
Can't reach.
They are far too high up. Thank you very much.
I'll turn them on, Lisa. There you go. Gemma won't let me have
Not real ones. Not after the time you set fire to the downstairs loo when we were
I
out
didn't
there.
set fire, I wasn't even in there.
No, but you'd left a candle burning in there.
With good
We were
reason.
wafting like crazy and putting a fire out, and the next trip to you doing a live show. And you're thinking, what is all that noise and commotion in the hall? They're so unprofessional.
I came off air and said, look guys, it was a bit unprofessional, the amount of noise and whatnot that you were making whilst I was on there. It's very distracting. You were like, do you remember that Faulty Towers? Fire, 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 fire.
We were just
It was a bit like that.
so that the fire alarm didn't go off during your live show, actually.
And giggling. Right.
It was giggle or cry, to be honest, at that.
Do you know what? This trio that we've got, I first learnt this base technique from Lisa. And it's one that I've used in lots of our makes now as a way to, because you know, you can box bottoms to get that square, but if you want that actual square, you've got to do it this way. And what I really love about this is that I can make it now in all the sizes and all the world. I'm going to sew down the middle here. It gives me a nice straight line. There we go. Oh, you can really see it, can't you, that black and orange there. And then right sides together here. But that's just it, isn't it? When you learn technique, it's all rather fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry you've had to tidy, Lisa. I do feel for you.
But now it's crossed over to the dark side of OCD.
Oh no.
See?
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's no need for
Comes
that.
to everybody eventually.
Right. So then you're going to press those bases open. And then you've got a nice flat base for your planter. Oh, there you see.
I think your batteries have gone, James, because you sound like you're in an echo chamber.
I'm fine with that, Jane. I'm not sure I have much to contribute today.
Ah, far away.
No, I has batteries.
On both.
Oh, that's fallen off. Hello, lapel mic. That was hanging around my waist,
Oh, that
listening
would
to
do
my
it.
tummy grumble.
You not had your
anything that I had to sleep. Oh, no, I don't ever eat a lot for breakfast, but I've had my little light breakfast that I normally have. But you know, you get certain days, don't you, where you're a bit,
Snackable.
yeah.
Right.
Days where you're a bit more hungry than others. You don't really know
So now we're
why.
going to work our way around sewing. We did a wash bag and all sorts using this technique as well, didn't we?
We did. We did. That was fabulous. That was your drawstring one, wasn't it?
Mm.
We used a lot of glitter PU with that for the base.
We did.
That was amazing.
And then as you go round, you then get the next two sides.
That was the square drawstring pouch, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
shall pop that in the collection because actually, if you enjoy this technique, everybody, and why would you not? That's one to look at.
Well, I think it's one of those things, isn't it? You know, I
Very popular make, Tash.
yeah, it was a really, really popular one actually. Yeah, because it wasn't too chunky around the top for a drawstring.
No.
Yeah, it was one of my favourites. Actually, we did a lot of those out of Lisa Chandler fabrics.
You did.
Oh, there's another one. There's
With
another
glitter
side.
PU base.
With glitter PU. Yeah, that
Looked
was special, that was.
amazing. They looked phenomenal. And the Kaufman as well,
We did it in Kaufman.
with that beautiful chrysanthemum fabric.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Right, okay. So at this point, certainly for your outer, you've got that.
hang
oh.
on. I was predicting you were
No,
going
where
that
were
way.
you going?
I'm predicting which
You've
way
got-
you're going, and then you didn't.
You've got your square, you've got your cube. We are all good. Right.
Now I can go over there, yeah? No.
Now. No! Come
Blinking
back!
heck.
Over here! Come back! I'm going to start driving
Some
my own
days,
shows again.
Sometimes I can predict where you're going really well, and then others
No. On this first one, I'm going to leave a turning through gap, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it quite far down the bottom. Because if I'm turning over the top, okay, now I've done that, I can sew round in exactly the same way. I didn't call these planters
No.
because I rather love the idea of having them in a bedroom, tidying stuff up.
Oh,
It was
they'd be great, wouldn't they?
only that I needed some planters in my bathroom.
They'd be great in a bedroom. They'd be great in a nursery, you know, for nappies and all those
Well,
sorts of
that's
things.
just it, isn't it? They're really good sizes as well.
Yeah. And really nice for your craft room. Get that all organised. Toiletries.
All of that.
All of that.
Just anywhere that needs a good tidy up. Or as gifters, you know, stuff it full of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And away you go. So now we're going to turn this through the right way.
Now you're going there.
There you go.
There we are.
Yeah. We're going to stuff it in there.
Oh.
Now I've just used a medium weight interfacing. If you wanted to, you could use something really much firmer. Or you could use something softer and plusher if you want it more like, or if you use your H640, that's going to give it a sort of a plush feel to it.
Nice.
But I didn't want that for this.
It's good to have the choice though, isn't it?
Yeah. And the other thing is, it's up to you how much you turn it down. And when you turn it down, you can either then sew it in place. We'll get there in a minute and I'll show you. You can either sew it, stitch it down in place so that it's always permanently like that, or not. It's up to you.
Marvellous.
So I'm going to sew around that top. And again, if you need to check that everything just fits, you're going to be okay. And yeah, just go for it. Oh, there she goes again.
It's all going on this morning. Jane Gray says, I love how you've worked your bottoms, Tash.
Me what, sorry?
She loves how you've worked your bottoms.
Well, you know, like I say, I first learnt the technique from Lisa, and
Yes.
I've used it in a lot of... It's like the first time that you learn to box a bottom. Can you remember?
Yeah.
Can you remember I taught you how to box a bottom?
Yeah.
And you're like, I've got this pattern and I just can't make head nor tail of it.
To be
Like, let's
fair,
have a
it was
look.
really scant on the old instructions.
I think that was
No
one of the
image.
days where we realised how important instructions are. Because sometimes people just don't talk your language.
Nope.
I'm not sure if you're actually able to see what I'm doing here because the bottom is kind of in the way.
We'll go the other side. We'll let everyone see what you're doing instead.
There we go. So, there it is. And then you find your little turning through gap. Go to the furthest point and turn through.
Just make sure that turning through gap's big enough. Otherwise, at this point, you'll hear a little ripping sound.
Don't say that.
No, but we all do it, don't we? We all
Yeah.
think, oh, I don't want too much to have to sew up. Silly. And it is silly.
Yeah.
Because then you just have a right old faffy time trying to turn it through.
I'm not going to sew that turning through gap up in bright orange.
No.
No, do you know what I am going to do though?
I'm going to give it a little press.
I'm going to give it a little press. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of quilter's wash away tape just to hold it closed. which is quite a nice little cheat if you don't have time but you want it to look like you've sewn it up. And especially as it gives a more permanent adhesion. If you apply a little bit of heat. Or lots, if you're me. Right,
Excellent.
there we go.
That black just looks so impactful with the gemma, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Oh.
Doesn't it? So now you are going to push all those corners out and give it a good press at this point. There we go. Look, somebody at the door.
Oh, let's hope that's our own deal.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
I've given up hoping now.
Oh, stop it. We can never give up hope.
Oh, I've given up hope.
I wonder if Jane's heard the tap. It was a very quiet little tap.
Morning, thank you. Sorry, he's just going to let himself in apparently.
That's all right.
Just opening that door.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Rather that than him go off with it.
Oh no. Security Mabel has managed.
Security Mabel's... Oh, she's just got up now. I
Yeah,
think
she's just
there
got
was
up
a
now.
man in the
Mabel,
building.
come here. Would have you got stuck to your fur? Come here.
I think there was a man in the building, Mum. I'm just going to go and check. Yeah, he's gone,
She's having a
Mabel.
quick scratch. She had a bit of interfacing stuck to her. Bless her.
Of course she had.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that top seam is on the top as I am folding that over there. There we go. Last side too. And what I also like about this is that you might have a nice square base, but you don't necessarily have to keep a square top. So it can
No.
sort of go curvy around the top. I'm going to top stitch around there. Now all this top stitching now is optional, but I'm gonna be honest, it is the reason that I changed my thread, because that orange thread with this and then the black I think is going to look great top stitch. And it does.
Nice.
Now at this point, you can consider yourself finished. So you can either keep it like that as a basket to put stuff in. Perfectly fine.
Fabulous.
Yep. Or you can fold it over.
Lovely.
In which case, if you fold it over equally, and again, it depends, doesn't it? You don't have to fold it over much. You can just have a little bit of a turnover. You can have a larger fold over. It's up to you. How much have I folded that over? But just try and be consistent. Folded it over by 1 1/4.
Claire Everett says she made some similar to this, but much longer, as laundry baskets in the bottom of the bedside cupboards in the caravan.
Nice.
It's a nice technique, isn't it?
It is a really nice technique. I've done much bigger with it as well. And it does, you can work it out with Styleville and all sorts. And again, it's just learning the basic technique, isn't it? So then when you've got it turned over the amount that you are happy with, give it a little press. And at this point, again, you can stop here. Or if you want to, really make a feature of that turned over bit. Then what you can do is, again, top stitch around there, which is what I'm going to do, so that you then get 2 layers of stitching around there.
Nice.
And especially if you're working in a contrast fabric.
Contrast thread.
Thread, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all right. Heidi's on. She says, I know what you mean with your debacle with the bear, Tash. She spent the whole of yesterday making a gnome for her husband. She said the pattern was so badly written that I'm now going steady with my seam ripper. And the name has now got a name that we can't mention on air.
No, you can't. You can't say these things in church. You can't say them on air.
No. But he is not her friend, the gnome.
No.
And the pattern certainly wasn't her friend.
No. I just get frustrated when things go so horribly wrong and I can't work out. It doesn't happen that often, and then I just can't work out how to put it right.
No.
But there you go, look at that contrast.
Oh, I've just gone overhead. I thought you were going that way. Bear with.
Yeah, look at that.
But it's a me to you morning. There we go. Looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really like it. And you can, if you want to, then you can sort of press those corners back in if you want, so that it does kind of go square. You can press those back in, or if you're happy to have it more rounded, no, you go overhead, Jim. So you can press them back in, or if you're happy to have it more rounded, then do. And again, you can put anything in there. I plopped a plant in there because I needed a plant holder.
Yeah.
But clips, hair stuff, anything. It's all there for you. Look at that. I just love this fabric.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really lovely fabric.
I might stick a plant in there now.
Yeah,
Why
why
not?
not? Why not? There it is.
What a great gift.
Lovely. Great gift. Really great
What a
gift.
great gift.
And if you're gifting a plant, just nice to have a little something, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's perfect.
And it looks, because of the mosaic-y effect of it, it looks really expensive.
Yeah, it does. Looks great. Gabriel says gorgeous make. Martin says lovely make. And also my bag project is back on. Martin, I think, had started the beach bag and
Right.
then had a little wobble. But
Okay.
is now back on with the beach bag.
Okay.
This is great.
The beach bag is a good make.
It is a good make.
It's a good, easy
It is.
make. You'll be
Pat
all right
says
with
this
it.
is a handy make that you're making today.
Yeah.
Jane Gray says, I can see a few of these for my daughter's room as a pop of colour in her planned white room.
Exactly
Yep.
that. Exactly that.
Debbie says, beautiful. I mean, the jacket, the pot, the plant, all the things.
But
And the quilt in the background.
look at the little one. So this is the little
So
size.
cute.
Yeah, because you can, like we said, you can nest them, and that's always, if you're gifting, I think really beautiful. Or if
Yeah.
you've got a new room that you want to theme, also really handy.
Or if you're Joe Standage, who says, looking forward to giving my plants new holders.
But that's just it, isn't it?
Exactly.
But or it could be Easter eggs
Yeah.
that you're giving to people, or anything really.
But Tash, for those who've not used eau de coat before and might want to sort of put a water-resistant layer on these,
Yeah.
you treat your eau de coat, your black fabric with eau de coat first, wouldn't
Yes,
you?
yes, and then cut.
And you used some eau de coat last week, didn't you? So there's quite a few
And if
demos
you
you've done.
if you are one of the members, then there's a whole how to use eau de coat
Yeah.
in the new members site,
That's right.
and it is in there. I'm going to
It's
give those
super
another
easy
press.
to use. I did hold off using eau de coat. And then
did,
once
didn't
I used
you?
it once, I eau de coated all
Everything,
the things.
all the things in all the world.
Because you do.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, this is brilliant.
Mhm.
But eau de coat your fabric before you cut
Yep.
your pieces.
Yeah.
And
Only
then
because
sew.
you apply it to the warp and the weft, so it can just shimmy your fabric out of shape slightly. So so if you've cut it really precisely,
Yeah.
it might just eke it, tweak it, just because. So then you then cut it exactly how you want it.
Yeah. Exactly. Sue says this is a lovely gifting idea with plants. Martin, unsurprisingly, says it's a biscuit holder.
Of course it is.
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
Homemade cookies in there, job done. Great gift.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? You could just,
So
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So nice.
Or just sitting on the table, or warm rolls for the table in the big one.
Poor Megan
Nice.
has missed some of the demo today. She says, don't you just hate
Catch
it when
up.
someone crashes into your parked car?
Oh, yes, I do.
Constant phone calls and messages with the insurance company.
Ah.
Bless you, Megan. So sorry
Ugh.
about that.
Yeah,
But the show
really
is here
hate
for you
that.
to watch back.
Always.
So when that drama
Yep.
passes, watch us back and enjoy.
It's all good.
And we're back tomorrow.
We're back tomorrow. So
Yes.
tomorrow's make is, I've lost it. No,
Evading you. There it is.
here it is.
It's
This is tomorrow's
fabulous.
make. So this is out of a fat quarter. I'm just trying to see what I did with this. There's like about that much spare out of a fat quarter. And it's all folded. So again, inside and outside, all done out of one fat quarter, which I don't think is bad.
No, it's a brilliant make.
And then look at the sides. The sides are all really pretty.
Not time consuming,
No,
not difficult.
no.
This
But
is going to be one of
effective.
those popular makes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Claire Angelina when she went full batch making with her little 4 from 2 fat quarters.
It's that sort of thing,
This
isn't
is
it?
a bigger one.
Yeah.
Claire
Yeah.
Angelina, are you listening? This is
So
the
my
one.
question to you is, would you like really affordable fat quarters? Sort of like a mystery fat quarter bundle
Who's saying no to that, Nash?
that would be
Who's
suitable
saying
for this.
No to that?
Actually, do you know what? That's going to be gorgeous in Lisa's small floral design, wouldn't it?
Beautiful.
You know it
really
will.
beautiful.
I've got leaves everywhere now. Right, everybody, we will see you tomorrow, but you've got your... Actually, I need to make this out of caifs. It's going to be stunning out of caifs. I need to make this out of the caifs as well. We will see you tomorrow. The fabrics are here, the Tilda scrap bags. When they're gone, they're gone. What else? What else did we have? Zips. When they're gone, they're gone.
Yep.
I've got as many as I could there. Yep, and the Tilda, the trio of Tilda fabrics, the red, the blue and the teal. We're going to get those up and loaded. Or is it up and loaded?
I'm on it.
She's
They're in
on
progress.
it. She's on it.
I have to be careful how much loading I do when we've got a stream going,
Okay.
because it can just make
But
us wobble a bit.
This trio, if you're buying into the
trio's
new
done.
Tilda,
I think that's
this
sold.
trio is on.
I think it's sold.
Oh, it's sold?
No, I think it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
that
me
one did get up.
Let me cut it fully.
Yeah.
We sort of rough measured it this morning.
Yeah.
Let me cut it fully and see if I can add any
Ooh,
more.
I think I've got one unit at the moment. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll cut it and double check. But yeah, move quick. If it's
There
in
you
your
go.
basket, check it out, because it's not saved till you've checked out.
No. And then it will be there in time for when your new Tilda arrives. But
Yeah.
thank you ever so much for joining us. The Flatto, again, I had 3 of those, and when they're gone as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I've stuck a discount on those as well.
oh, thank you very much. Lovely. All right, my loves, I will see you tomorrow, bright and early, 10 o'clock, here
Take care.
at Natasha Makes. Take care. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.